Good news is my motorcycle trailer is here, so track days are going to be much easier. And I thought it's going to be an easy peasy assembly, so I'm not even going to record it. But psych! Of course, everything that you think is easy, it's going to be hard. So according to the assemble manual, they list out a bunch of tools I need to get it done. However, they don't list out the socket I need for this nut right here. And the largest one I have at home right now is 32 millimeters, but it's still too small for it. I did some measurements. I think it's a 34, but just in case, I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight right now and get a whole set all the way up to 36 millimeters, and hopefully one of them fits. If not, then I'm cooked. I was gonna get that set, but I looked over here. I'm like, oh, it's $10 cheaper, but they're missing a 34. What the hell? What if it's 34? I think it's a 34. I don't even know. So I guess I'll get little handy dandy Pittsburgh. Glad I bought a set because the 34 didn't fit. It's actually 36. Yay! Free labor from father. I don't have work safety shoes, so motorcycle shoes would do. And I'm so dirty. And I hit myself. Ah. Hello, my little garage helper. Hello. Anyways, the trailer is assembled, but because part of it is pre-assembled at the warehouse before shipping it to me, so it is my due diligence to go around and tighten every single screws and bolts I see before test trailing it. The tow hitch ball and the tow hitch ball mount, it's coming tomorrow, so that's when I will test it and also make sure the brake lights work. And if everything goes well, I will take it to the DMV and get my template so I can legally trail it on the road. And hopefully I can do it before this weekend because there's track days coming up and I really want to go because I like that track. So hopefully. Oh no, there's another fly in here. Can you guys tell it's a windy day today with all the trees planted? Second of all, I just test trailed it up to 50 miles an hour and everything was perfect, especially after I checked all the nuts and bolts just now. Nothing came loose. I will do a second test run with this thing flapped down because that's how it's supposed to be when my bike is on it. If everything goes well, I will have the DMV first thing in the morning tomorrow and get my plate, or at least a temporary one, so I can go to the track day this weekend. Ah! Anyways, I'm so excited. And also, I need to head home quickly because I'm supposed to be at bike night right now, like this second. But I told my homies, like, I gotta do this. This is more important. I'll just meet you guys there, like, at a later time. So, yeah. Well, look who got their play. I guess I'm going to track tomorrow. Good luck on your test, sir. Well, this is my first time loading a bike and trailing it. I did slap damn straps a couple times and say this bad boy ain't going nowhere. So I hope this bad boy really ain't going nowhere. I see a 400. As I'm chilling my 400, let's go! It was so nice of him. He thought I was stranded or something, so he busted a U-turn to make sure I was okay. We had a quick little chat. His is a 2023 as well, same as me! It's the next day today. Why am I at home instead of at the track? That's because when I woke up this morning, I felt like shit from the lack of sleep. So instead of going today, I decided to just push it and go tomorrow instead. However, as I was trying to get the ticket for tomorrow earlier, turns out this vendor only accepts A and B group. And the times they listed for B group is too fast for me still. So I don't qualify for them. Maybe one day in the future when I'm good enough. But for now, I'm gonna unload the bike and reload it later next week because there is another set of track days next weekend. And I double confirmed that that vendor does accept C group, so I'm for sure going. To make my life easier, I did do one modification to the trailer, which is behind the wheel chock around this area. It used to have this swivel S looking thing to help hold the front tire in. When I load the bike, because I utilize the friction zone, aka motorcycle's power, so getting the front tire onto this thing and over like this is not a problem at all. However, when I unload the bike, surprise, surprise, the bike doesn't have reverse mode, which means I had nothing but my own non-existent power. Don't ask me how I know, certainly not because I timed it, but it took me 40 whole minutes to unload the bike from the trailer onto the ground. In my defense though, it is my first time doing it and also by myself, so please go light on the comments. I know this is a wake-up call for me to hit the gym even more. But yeah, without this thing, it shouldn't be a problem as long as I tie the bike down correctly. On top of that, I plan to also get a Pitbull TRS system to make my life even easier. So without this and the wheel chock by then, shouldn't be a problem. Yay! Originally, I wanted the Pitbull TRS system to be in the center. However, because of how this trailer is structured on the bottom with like a lot of things to keep it intact, and also the washer for the TR system is this big. So to make sure everything is flushed right and installed correctly, I can't put it in the center. I have to lopside it. To double confirm my speculation, I did one online, found so many reference photos of different motorcycle owners with this particular trailer and with this Pitbull TRS system setup, and they also lopsided. So I guess I'm doing it correctly. And I was so nervous that I have to re-drill the hose. That's why I put so many painter's tape markers, just to make sure, like, you know, this is parallel to this and then also perpendicular, you know, all that jazz. And hopefully I need to do it one time, and one time that's it. Don't want my trailer to look like a honeycomb because I make too many mistakes. I was supposed to finish installing the Pitbull TRS system around 11 p.m. But guess what time it is, guys? 1:47 a.m. Holy shit. So why are we still here? It's because I decided to use red Loctite for these 4 nuts and bolts to make things more secure. However, I didn't realize how fast it dries because as I hand tighten it the first round and then come back the second round to torque it to spec, that little time frame in between the 2 rounds was all it took for the red Loctite to dry up. And when it dries, guess what? The nut can't be tightened nor untightened, it just gets stuck. At first, I thought I was just being tired and hungry because I hadn't had dinner at the time. Well, I still haven't had dinner yet. But anyways, it's just the red Loctite. It wasn't me. I tried so many different methods, like using a longer bar for more leverage, heat gun. None of that fucking works, okay? The only thing that works is this fire torch thing. Blast that hole with a fucking high setting or something for 30 seconds. Boom. Good, okay? The TR system is installed. However, when I forcefully move the bike to test durability, I noticed that this piece of thin metal sort of flexes and I don't really trust it. That's why I'm using straps for track on Sunday. What I'm thinking is kind of weld like something in between this bar and that bar underneath, and also on that side as well. So then the bolts on the underside, it will have 2 extra points of contact on each side. This is the first time trailing my bike to the track by myself. Me and the bike got home in one piece, so overall it is a success. Even though on the way there, I forgot to put my bike back into first gear and I trailed it for hours in neutral. So the straps got a little bit loose due to the bike rocking back and forth. However, at least I know my strapping skills is good enough that the bike didn't fall off on the freeway. Secondly, when I was unloading the bike at the track, because I want to practice loading and unloading by myself, so I didn't ask help and I dropped the bike from the trailer. But the damages aren't bad at all. There's no mechanical damage as far as I know as of now. Only minor cosmetic damages, which I don't care too much to replace the items. So yeah.